Thank you so much, Isabelle, to joining us tonight on our live stream show. Before we begin the show, I would request you to say hi to all our live viewers who is watching us tonight.
Sure. Hi, everybody. Very excited to be here today.
Today's our topic is about a belly dancing and a women entrepreneur's journey. So, when I think about belly dancing, I was like, it's one of my most favorite one, and I love belly dancing. But I would like to understand what is a difference between ATS and a normal belly dancing. Is it the same, or it's kind of something different than a normal belly dance we do?
Yeah, so, Kavita, even I didn't know the difference when I first joined. And I used to be a belly dancer, and then I think everybody who is following today knows what is belly dance. And when I joined ATS Belly Dance, I was really fascinated by this energy which is created by dancers, because what they do is that they're actually improvising. So that's their first, I would say, difference to belly dance. There's a lot of choreography. And yeah, ATS dancers improvise a lot, and it's a improvisational group dance.
Wow.
It's a fusion, so what we have is steps fused, beautiful steps from flamenco, from Indian dance. It can be classical dance or folkloric Indian dance, and also fusion with flamenco.
Wow,
so
that's great.
3 cultures which are coming together.
That's really nice.
It's very powerful. The other difference for me really is costumes. So in ATS we have those beautiful big skirts which open up when we spin, and it's just magical.
Wow, that sounds so excited.
Yeah. Belly dance, I would say, shows a little bit more skin, whereas in ATS we actually wear even pants or pantaloon pants below our skirts, because it's really not about showing skin, it's more about showing arts.
Okay.
And it's about the dancers, so they will communicate a lot through eye contact, and their dance cues, so it's like a codified dance language.
Okay, so it's more about motions and everything, and eye effects or something is included in that.
Yeah, it's a lot about non-verbal communication, I would say. Yeah.
That's really nice. I would like to tell all my viewers, at the end of the show, you will be asking a few questions about our today's show, and the 5 lucky winners will be getting 2 dance classes free in Singapore.
Yes, that's correct. So pay attention.
Here we go. So what are the challenges you have, before you decided to be a women entrepreneurs, because everybody has different challenges in these industries. So what was your journey and your challenges you have?
Okay. Yeah, so I think it's a long journey. I've been doing this for 3 years here now in Singapore. Actually, I have a long dance background. I've been dancing for, I would say, half of my life now.
Oh, that's
so
great.
It's really, really long. Challenging, what I feel is that it's always very different if you're talking about, working in a corporate life, being employed, and then eventually switching. So that is what happened to me. So making the switch, and also while switching, really being or staying myself and not trying to be somebody else. So in corporate life, I felt that in order to achieve, it's a little bit more of a masculine energy, the way how, we convince, we negotiate.
Exactly.
But what I really wanted to work is feminine energy.
Yes.
And this is what, is now being done at Shakti Fusion Dancers. We're working with feminine energy.
Wow.
But then to reach out to people and to convince them to open up to something new can be a real challenge. In Singapore, everybody knows, just as an example, people know Zumba, people know Pilates, those classic things and hobbies.
Yes.
But reaching out to people and really explaining them and creating awareness for an absolutely new dance style here in Singapore, I think that was really a challenge.
That's great.
I think I'm very lucky to have supporters. They are my students, obviously. Also my husband, really supportive.
That's great.
So support at home and also in the studio.
That's nice.
And so those students of mine, they've really become ambassadors in a way.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
some of them very, very proactive, helping out, guiding me, because I'm not Asian, so especially in Singapore, guiding me.
That's nice.
So yeah.
I would like to say hi to our new viewers who just has joined us. So we can say hi to Vicky, Katrina.
Hello, hi everybody.
And Jency, and Michael, and one of our friends, Sunil. So these all our guys are there. So we would say hi to them.
Yeah,
Welcome.
hi everybody.
Now, one of most important things, like, when you decided to do your own things and you decided to be a women entrepreneur, what were the adversity and doubts you have during this journey? Because when you say you are an employee and then you switch altogether and form a different role, so what was the adversity you have, or any doubts whether things does not turn out well? What will be the way to go back? Or because when you just switch from one to another things, it's like beginning from the scratch. So how you deal with those things?
So actually that switch didn't come like this overnight,
I know.
So it was really like, it was built, after years of dancing, being a student, being asked to actually teach. So the first time, this was in Brazil, that I was asked to teach. So I was very, very honored. I felt very honored to do this the first time. And then gradually switching. And then, of course, there's a financial risk, right?
Because
we are like in the safe environment of being an employee, but then switching, having our own. So I think that was like one of the things people need to be aware.
I know.
But I think to just keep going and to live in what we believe. And there's a lot of patience involved. We just can't expect things to work overnight. And also to be consistent. So I've been like really working, communicating the same thing over 3 years consistently. And really thanking my students who are following along in that journey. Because from 2 students to 5 to 10 to maybe 20 students. So it takes a while to really grow something. It's just natural.
I know you've been running multiple classes in a day in Singapore itself. I know. That's quite nice and quite great. So one of the most important thing which I feel is like, does this belly dance or ATS is healthy for normal life? Or one of the most important one again, does it help to reduce the weight? Because women and weights are like going hand in hand.
There are so many women who are actually asking
weight conscious.
Weight conscious. I think everybody is. Our bodies always change, right? Like, be it after a holiday, be it after pregnancy. Like, there's just so many situations.
Yes, correct.
So definitely, like, ATS is, in the end, it is a workout. But it's not only a workout. So if we take yoga, for example, I'm sure even now in the audience there must be some practicing yoga. So there's this aspect of really exercise, of physical activity. But just like in yoga, we also have this thing that goes beyond that. So really working with our mind and with our soul. So addressing those physical aspects in terms of fitness, increase flexibility, strength, that's for sure. But then what goes beyond, and I think many people don't know, is really this thing of that we are improving our intuition, because we are communicating through just eye
correct. It's more about eye connection.
We feel more present in the moment. Personally, it improved a lot my posture. That's something I experienced. A lot of self-confidence that comes with it, because the dance itself is like a tool to give us steps to express ourselves. But through this, eventually becoming more self-confident and just exploring our femininity. So all this goes more towards mind and soul.
That's really nice.
Developing like body awareness.
So if you do some other exercise like, as you said, yoga or meditation, it's all about, peace and mental happiness or something. What kind of benefit we get from belly dance? It's apart than our physical like look and structure, if you say. Anything which is good for like a peace of mind or something like that. Because normally we say dance is the language of our soul.
Yeah.
So how much is connect to our soul? My point is that.
Yeah. So that's what really ATS is.
It's a way to connect our soul.
Yeah, connecting with other dancers,
Okay.
connecting to the music, and really finding our true self. So that's what I really want to like portray and teach everybody to kind of find their own way to express themselves. One very important thing, this is for everybody doing yoga, ATS, belly dance, whatever you do, you will not have this experience in your first class, because in the first class, I'm just focusing on learning something new. I'm just absorbing something new. Second class, maybe I start creating muscle memory, but the state of really coming into a moving meditation, even in ATS, it happens usually after, I think earliest maybe after 2-3 times of dancing.
Okay.
So, and then we touch this higher sphere of mind and soul. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a step to follow before you connect to the soul.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. That's really nice.
Yeah.
You know, during this long journey of yours, as you said, your half of life you've been, dancing now. What was the one moment where you felt this is the most happiest moment you have, and very emotional one? And anytime you felt that, the decision which I've taken is correct. This is my path which I has been looking for.
Okay.
Have you ever felt like that something?
Sure, yeah, there have been some moments.
Because once you decide to do something by yourself, sometimes, there's so many ups and downs. Because when the downs are too high, you feel, oh, this is not the right decision I've taken. But you said you've been living half of the life. So any moment which you want to share where you felt that this is the best time and this is my best decision?
Yeah, I'm not sure about like the best time, but there's one specific thing which I remember which happened recently. So this was, I think it was for Christmas or just for New Year, changing to 2020. So that was when I was actually on holiday with my husband, and obviously all the classes were on hold because everybody was traveling. And then I started receiving WhatsApp videos, beautiful WhatsApp videos from my students who were also traveling.
Okay.
And they were all dancing and recording themselves dancing ATS wherever they were. So I received videos of people dancing at the Arctic Circle with like minus 30 degrees. It's really
nice.
true. Receiving video from people in Canada where I could see behind people skiing. So that was very nice. From Bali, from Laos. Somebody went to Australia, like really from all over the globe. And those are all my students who were just like traveling. So in the end, ATS is not only a dance that we practice, it's like a lifestyle. Okay. And seeing my students being on a cruise ship, I remember that as well. So it's like a lifestyle. They continue dancing it wherever you go. So if my students would go to, let's say, Japan, and they would find an ATS community, they are actually able to dance with them as well, because it's the same language what they are all speaking. So that made me very happy. Because
they're spreading it.
Yeah, because they are living that feeling of ATS and not just dancing it once they are with me in the studio. So that made me super happy. And at that point I felt really something really happened here, which, I would not have thought about it. Yeah.
That's really nice. So it means that's what makes you more happy when your students are spreading what they have learned from you. That's really nice. There are certain times happens, when what kind of competition you face in this market where, you maybe have a lot of female competitors and as well as I would say male. There are a lot of male teachers also in Singapore who've been teaching belly dancing. So how you deal with these kind of competition in the market? Like you say, what you've been teaching is something very different, very unique in Singapore market. So what are the challenges you face with them, and how you keep themselves so competitive and at the same time very different from the other people?
Okay, it's a very good question.
Thank you.
Yeah, so challenges. What I always tell myself is that actually something like competition with others, for me, it doesn't really exist because I'm always looking to become a better teacher, always looking to, you know, growing like from inside
Your own
instead of
self.
comparing with others.
Okay.
That's really one factor. But then on the other hand, people who might be competition actually exploring if there's not a common interest to actually work together.
Exactly.
And in this way, we really, best example is basically where I teach, right? So I teach in the same studio where Zina is teaching, belly dance teacher here. So we are working together since the last 3 years.
Okay.
And co-organizing events. So whenever her event is there, my students would perform, supporting each other. This also with other people. There's another belly dancer. She's organizing like a World Belly Dance Day every year.
Okay.
So in that way, also supporting her event. And yeah, just
Wow. So
being there.
So we would like to just say hi to Namrata Pandey, who just has joined us. And hi Namrata.
Hello Namrata, thanks for joining us.
So we have a lot of people who's been watching us.
I also saw there's Aislu. Hello Aislu.
Oh,
Let's see
hi.
who else is there.
Alvin.
Katarina.
Yeah, she's there.
Wei.
Yep.
Aislu is saying, ATS belly dance helped me to discover potentially
Shell of my body.
the potential of my body.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's a lot about exploring what we can actually do with our body and knowing our body.
Okay.
I used to have a lot of back pains actually, and the dance really releases a lot of things. So that again, it can be in our physical body, it can be in our mental body, or also in our like soul. So dance to release something.
Okay.
I feel, yeah, I think this is also what she wanted to comment. Then we have Irene. Hello, Irene. Thanks for joining us as well. Yeah.
Aslu, Namrata. Isabelle, many times I've been seeing you, you've been traveling various countries and learning different kind of dance, you know, to upgrade your own self. And what was those things meant you've been doing to learn different skills kind of dance, and then you design your own kind of something different by yourself, or you've been learning from your own source of teacher somewhere and then teaching to your students? And so what exactly that's kind of things you've been doing? Because I found you've been traveling a lot of countries always to learn something.
Yeah. So what I do is actually doing both, right?
Yeah.
So on the one hand, learning from other teachers. So for example, ATS belly dance comes from San Francisco. So really learning that style, and I went to San Francisco and did a teacher training there, really being a certified instructor for that.
Okay.
On the other hand, exploring what styles are of interest for me, for my body, and then just creating my own kind of fusion, what I'm teaching. So.
Okay. So you always have your special touch on it whenever you do it.
Usually that comes out when I perform solo.
Yeah, I have experience.
Right, so
That's
solo
nice.
is a different thing. Some of you might know the choreography Meduza that I was
Yes.
dancing. So that it's a Greek goddess. So this Greek goddess, her hair is made out of snakes.
Okay.
And she has this power to, when she looks at somebody, she would turn people into stone. And at
Oh,
the same time, she's very pretty.
Yeah, you told me about this. Like, that was one of my favorite, your performance, which I always watch and
thank you.
watch. And in our club, it's quite famous about your snake dance.
Yeah.
I named them as a snake dance.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's quite nice.
Yeah.
And it's really good you've been doing with this. You know, we have a lot of things about like dancing different kind of styles and doing different kind of steps or something. Why you expect people to learn only belly dance. It is something very important or something very significant about belly dance, which we might or might do not have in other dance something, because I'm very fond of dancing and belly dance is one of my favorite one. But my always concern is that how to move the belly smoothly. Because when I've been seeing you dancing, oh my God, you shake like so beautifully, like whole day people can keep watching you.
Okay.
So like, what is the one thing like the connection to connect with the belly dance?
You mean for women, right?
Yes, for women.
In general, who
In
wants
general
to
also,
explore
I would say,
feminine
yeah.
energy? Exactly, because also men are dancing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, men
All
are
over the
dancing amazing,
world.
of course.
Well, so let me just like go a little bit back to explaining, so why is there belly dance traditionally, right? So belly dance, for example, in the Middle East, it comes actually from homes of people. So traditionally it wasn't danced outside or on the stage. So it was a very homely and a very folkloric dance.
Okay.
And in some countries also, okay, so the best example is actually Tunisia. Women who got married, they would actually dance in front of their mothers-in-law
Okay.
to demonstrate how strong they are and that they're strong enough to deliver a baby.
Oh,
So that's how
I never knew this.
how far all of this goes back, okay? So there is a lot behind than what people would actually know about it.
Okay.
So it's a lot about feminine strength.
Okay.
And nowadays, because it's has become a different model, different concept, right? People would go to the studio now to learn belly dance and ATS belly dance, not
Okay.
anymore dancing at home. I still feel this element of empowerment is still there.
Yes.
So of really, yeah, empowering yourself. How Aislu was mentioning, like exploring the possibilities in our body.
Potentials.
Their potentials, correct. So this thing of, yeah, I like to use the word of self-actualization to really express ourselves as women and surprise ourselves, right? By practicing. Maybe some people join dancing and they don't have any dance background, but because they keep going and they really, really work hard, and I know such examples amongst my students and I'm so proud of them, they actually change their body and their entire awareness, and everything just changed so much for the good, and that's a great thing. So I think this is what makes people come back to do ATS belly dance, or what makes them want to try it out.
Yeah, actually, we just agree with you. He's just correct. What you've been saying is correct. So I think he's totally agree with you what I've been saying.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
I actually, just to add, I had a student, actually this week it was a new student, and she asked me, is ATS belly dance spiritual? And I was holding on and I was like, what do you mean spiritual? Because spiritual means so many things.
Yes, correct.
So what I answered her was that for me, real ATS, which is just improvise, which is very, created on the spot, connecting to the music, it is the purest thing you can get. It's a very pure movement. We are kind of taking out those filters, and we are just dancing and expressing. So, and then how does this go back to spirituality? It is connected. What I realized after I answered her.
Anything which you've been doing and you're getting any kind of mental peace and physical fitness, ultimately it's connected to some kind of, spiritual things people.
Yeah. And
I think it's the way to the spiritual things, I feel that.
Yeah,
Yes.
the consciousness.
Yes.
Or just this being connected to ourselves, and taking out all those filters. We have so many social filters, right? When we're
full
interacting.
of filters.
It is true.
Full of filters.
What we are really creating at Shakti Fusion Dancing is this safe space where everybody can just, in a safe environment, practice, apply things. Obviously, it's different a little bit when we go on stage, because then there's maybe a certain expectation to deliver.
Okay.
So what we will do for the event, right, at
Yes.
Southeast Asia Female
Yes.
Entrepreneurs Club is gonna be a combination of both. So we are gonna
Yes.
perform 2 sets,
Yes.
ATS belly dance, and what people are gonna see is first a set which is kind of improvised, but the dancers already know, okay, we have different formations. Once we are standing in a line, then we're gonna stand in a circle, then maybe we're gonna spread out. And the second piece will be pure improvisation. So
That's nice.
it's gonna be a really exciting thing. Yeah.
So those who are watching us tonight, I would just like to tell them, Isabella is one of a nominee in our Southeast Female Asia Top 100 SME Awards ceremony also, which is happening on 25th of the March at Ritz-Carlton, Singapore, and she will be performing there itself also, and we are looking forward for to that show.
Yeah, including the troupe. So,
Yes, exactly.
yes.
Isabella with her huge team, I know. That's quite nice.
Yeah.
Normally when we doing any kind of like employment job or running a business, everybody has a different kind of way of enjoying their life. But when I used to think, I was like, she is doing something which is already so much enjoyable. So what you do to make your life more enjoyable or something, your me time or something? What is Isabel's enjoyable more?
I think it's obviously spending time with my husband, but then we both enjoy nature. So for us, it's really
So
just
nature.
going out into the nature, going for hikes, going for climbing, anything in the nature. We love snorkeling.
Oh wow, me too.
So yeah, just being really connected with the nature.
That's nice.
I think that's what I enjoy the most.
So you've been
apart
taught
from
your
that.
husband also how to do some belly dance with this so many years?
My husband, he's Indian, so I would say he's a very natural dancer.
Oh, I agree.
So nothing to be taught at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's learning some basic belly dance from you.
No.
No, not yet.
No.
That's good. That's good. I would just read an. Okay. There are some kind of quiz we're gonna run through for our viewers, and there will be 5 lucky winners. We'll be getting 2 dance classes from you.
Yes.
So I would just request any kind of questions which you have in your mind to ask to our viewers, and then we can shortlist our 5 lucky winners.
Okay. So everybody, I hope you really, really were listening to what Kavita and me were just discussing. So there's this awful opportunity for everybody who is not a student yet, who really wants to try ATS belly dance, to now win 2 classes for free. And I'm just gonna ask questions, and please type as fast as you can the right answer. Not just any answer, but the right answer. And
Yes.
that person is gonna win their first package of 2 free classes. And there will be in total 5 people. So even if you miss that first chance,
You
just
have time to win
stay
again.
here and let's go through the questions I'm gonna ask.
Okay, before we begin, I have to say hi to Jenny. She also like nature like you.
Hello, Jenny.
She is a nature lover like
Jenny
you.
Tan, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially Singapore. I mean,
we are full of nature.
It has some really nice
Yes,
natural
we have
reserves.
all the natural reserves.
Good for
and
hiking.
Yes, best hikings and very good way.
Yeah, McRitchie is good.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Shall
so,
I
shall
start
we begin
then?
with your first question?
All right. So then, talking
go.
about ATS belly dance, who can tell us what does ATS belly dance stand for? A for what word? T and S. So let's see who will type it fast.
Okay, so we can move to another question. They keep typing, so we keep watching like that.
We already go on with the second question. Okay, so next question is, which 3 dance styles are fused inside ATS belly dance? So also that was mentioned, 3 different continents. So which 3 dance styles can you find at ATS Belly Dance?
Okay, that's nice.
So let's have a look what our viewers are saying.
Wow. Christina has said that it's American trial style.
Yeah, that comes pretty close.
Yes. It's
American tribal style.
Huang is
Huang, yes. So it's tribal style, not
Yes.
trial style.
Yes. It's tribal style.
So then we have our first winner, I would say, right?
Yes,
it's
we
Huang.
already have.
Very good. Let me just explain why it is called tribal style. So when we think of tribes, right, sometimes we have some idea of really indigenous people, but what ATS Belly Dance does is more taking this idea how a tribe works together. So you guys might know that every tribe has usually a leader, which is like an alpha leader, and also it has a beta leader who is like right next to the alpha leader. So the same thing we have in ATS Belly Dance, because it's improvised. It's not a like random improvisation, but it's always coordinated. So there's always one clear leader. And through eye contact, leadership might switch. So that's what makes it so interesting. The other thing is, in a tribe, it's a sense of community. So a tribe is always very supportive. So let's just assume I'm gonna dance some step in ATS, but it's just not my day and I'm gonna get the step fully wrong. There are people who are actually following me, they will still follow me in the wrong way.
Oh,
what
so
means
that's
that
fun.
it's very supportive. And they would not let their leader down.
Oh, that's
so that's
great.
the idea of American tribal style belly dance.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is it
Community.
origin from America?
Yeah, so it comes from San Francisco.
Oh.
It's founded by Carolina Nericcio from Fat Chance Belly Dance.
Oh, wow.
So what I teach is really Fat Chance Belly Dance format and teaching, ATS Belly Dance. Okay, so...
Swati, hi. She's watching from Mumbai, India.
Hello Swati, welcome.
Yeah.
So I just saw Huang was asking I won. So yes, you won, Huang.
Yes, Juan, you have won.
Just gonna... Okay, so our second winner, Lynette, I just see. Hello, Lynette.
Yes, Jenny Tan, we say hi.
Okay, so maybe I just repeat the second question.
Yes.
So the second question was, which 3 dance styles are put together? 3 different continents. Some of you are even watching right from that country right now, just to give a little hint. And because it's called ATS Belly Dance, it's quite obvious. Actually, the first one is already self-explanatory. So which other 2 are inside?
That's great. That's nice. I think people going to the Google.
Possible.
Okay, so we move to our third question.
Okay, third question. Well, ATS Belly Dance, do you think it's A, it's choreographed? Is it B, it's improvised? Or is it C, it can be both? Talking about traditional ATS Belly Dance. So very curious about the answer for this one.
I find people are very curious.
I mean, in the end, there's no like wrong answer, but
No,
talking about traditional ATS
Yes,
belly dance,
correct.
that's what we wanted to ask. Yeah. People are typing.
Yes.
Marie has joined. Both.
Yeah. Hi, Maury.
Hello, Marie. Thanks for joining us. Awesome. I'm assuming Shan is with you. Yes, so actually it can be both.
Yes.
But how is the traditional way? So very traditionally, how do we create performances on the spot without a lot of
You're giving a lot of cues.
preparation? So So I can also, just to give an example, right? Hope camera's capturing it. So what we can do is...
Oh, we have a friend. He said improvise is the correct answer.
Yes, and that's Vivek.
Yes, and he's watching from Mumbai, India.
Okay, so then how do
You
we
say
do
hi
this?
to Vivek.
Hello, Vivek. Maybe once I come to Mumbai then?
Yes, there you have to conduct show.
Yes.
And you might have to teach to his wife and daughter. He has very small, cute, I think 3 or 4 years daughter. If I'm not wrong.
Okay. But we find a way.
Yes, definitely. Whenever you go India and Mumbai, basically, you must teach him.
In Mumbai, I'm actually more often because
Yes.
the other part of my family lives in Mumbai, so then it's not
Yes.
too far away in a way. So about the improvisation, right? So I was just gonna get up and demonstrate how can we improvise. There's not a lot of space around me. I'm not gonna make this a dance studio, but just to give an example. So if I would be pushing a step, so this step is called Egyptian step. It's a very basic movement. It's a fast movement, and I'm just gonna move the hips. It's like twisting my hips. And there's a cue I can do to make it to become a half turn, which would be front, front, and then every dancer will know we're gonna push this movement in a continuous half turn. And again, half turn. And I can only get out of my half turn if I'm going to switch that movement into something else. So we have a cue with our arms in this case. And another cue was, please stop the movement, which is just changing it. So that's a very straightforward example of how we can communicate. Yeah.
That's nice. That's great.
Little demonstration.
Yes, that's really nice. So what is the one of your favorite and I would say a signature step which you would like to teach to our viewers, and any simple way, which they can try and learn at home also?
Sure.
Any simple thing?
Yeah, so I'm thinking of a really signature movement. It's called body wave.
Okay.
Body wave, everybody can imagine it already. We're gonna create a wave with our body. So it doesn't matter if you're male or female. Let's get up together, I would say, and let's just practice this. So how does it work? So I will actually lift my arms. So when I'm dancing, imagine you have like this energy around you. It's like our magnetic field, right? So when we dance, we really, really want to not shrink our magnetic field, but we want to embrace our energy. So creating a lot of space in front of our body, a lot of space here also with our arms, and making that wave which is gonna travel from up to down. So our wave actually starts in our chest. I always, when I teach this, I say it's connected to our heart chakra. And also, it's super connected to our breath. So if I want to make a wave, I would inhale, go front, up, and when I exhale, I'm just rolling it down till the hips. So that's a body wave.
Wow.
Really signature movement from ATS belly dance. So let's inhale and exhale.
I never knew inhale exhale is so charismatic.
Yeah, so I hope I didn't inhale and exhale too loud into the mic, but yes.
No, but
That's
that was something very, very nice.
Yeah.
And any other one where we can use our belly to move and shake a little bit?
Okay, so now you just saw a slow movement. Body wave is a slow movement. Let's go into a fast one, right? Everybody is curious what is happening with
People have been asking how to shake a belly.
How to shake the belly? Well, there are many ways. Belly dance is not because you need to have a belly, people. That's not true. But it is the area, let's say, around our belly. So actually, it's a hip movement usually, right?
So you mean anybody who has a big belly also they can?
They can, but it's not mandatory. So let's just take our shimmy. Shimmy comes from belly dance, so it comes from Middle East. And a shimmy means that we have movements of our hips. So I'm just gonna move those hips up and down. Might look a little bit challenging at the beginning, but what I do basically is just creating hip movements up, down, up, and up, down, up. And then I'm gonna join this movement together.
Wow.
It's a very nice, step to really release everything. It's also a very earthy step because we are like super, grounded on the earth and just executing a shimmy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really nice. It looks so nice, when you're dancing.
Yeah.
That's really nice. So we have a lot of new people. So we can just say hi to our viewers who just have joined. Hello.
There's Katrina. Hello,
Yes.
Katrina. Thanks for joining. Okay, so till now, how many winners do we have?
We have many winners
We need
tonight.
to check. We need
Yes,
to check.
yes. We'll be updating the winners tomorrow.
Okay.
So in our page, I'll be updating.
All right.
That's really so nice of them. Hi everyone who's been joining us tonight. Hello.
Maybe I can demonstrate a little bit to our audience today why is it 3 different continents or from 3 different cultures,
Yeah.
right? Because I was just explaining the shimmy to everybody, so obviously this one is a Middle Eastern movement. But what movement, for example, is from India or what movement is from flamenco or more from Spain?
Yes, correct.
So I'm just gonna demonstrate
Yes.
those 2 as well.
Yes.
So
Stage is
everybody
all
has
yours.
an idea, right? So taking flamenco as an example, it's a movement which is also very pretty. The name of it is loco camel. Yeah, there might be many explanations why it's called like this, but let's just take it as it is. And in flamenco is known for its big arms and for its twists in the upper body. And we always have this kind of, it's called floreos, so we have like wrist circles. So our loco camel would wrap, and you see here comes the first twist in flamenco, second twist in flamenco, and from here I'm just gonna turn around. So that's a typical super flamenco inspired movement. Yes, so everybody knows where it is from and how it is inspired. Let's go to India, right? So let's have a look at a more Indian movement. This movement is called Meduza. So this step actually will slide down with the arms and it's gonna go to one side and then to the other side. And here's where India really comes in. There's this mirror in which I'm gonna look and I'm gonna put the tikka onto my forehead and then just turning around and finishing that step with a very nice and long arms posture. And so you see there's a lot of like alignment in that body. This arm movement, for example, or this arm position comes from Odissi. So you see clearly there's some Odissi inspiration. And this one, I think many people, especially those in India watching, or Indians from Singapore, they know this is very typical. In
Yeah.
Bollywood as well, right? We find in Bollywood.
The tikka and bindis are very famous and common in India.
Yeah.
A lot of females use
Correct,
this.
correct. Yeah.
That's nice. So we have a Priya. Priya is from India. So we say hi to Priya.
Hello, Priya. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah. Good. So we have Poonam who is watching us. And we have Sanju who is watching. Sanju is watching all the way from very far. It's she's watching from Bihar.
Okay.
So
Hello,
she's-
Sanju.
Yeah, so I think she's in Ranchi. So she's
Yeah.
watching from there.
Okay.
So we have today guests who's watching from different part of the world. So it's quite nice. So we have a Jenny Tan who say, I want to learn the belly dance right now and love your waves. That's so nice. That's really very good.
Yeah. So if you're interested to learn this dance style and you're already in Singapore, it's very easy. I have a studio. Just come for class
Yes.
and join us. There are different levels, of course, for beginners, and then already we have like intermediate and advanced classes. In case you are following from somewhere else, message me. I'm regularly in India, actually, due to family. If it's
But
any
you keep
other
conducting
country,
your classes in India also.
till now I've not done that because
Because
for
I've
now,
seen you've been so busy in Singapore itself, and then you've been
Yeah.
flying so many countries to
yeah.
perform you also, right?
Yeah, to perform, yes. So
Yes.
for example, I'm also teaching in Australia currently, in
Okay.
Perth. In Mumbai, I've not done it yet because focus was always family.
Yes, correct.
But then I might just extend the stay and, organize something if there's an interest. So it's always an option. So contact me. Yeah, you can always find me on Facebook. I mean, yeah,
Oh, that's
just
nice.
type in Shakti Fusion Dances or Isabelle Mokros.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, this Southeast Female Asia Club. A club, when we formed this club, we have always been, motive to promote more and more women entrepreneurs to, any part of the world, and give this platform for women to grow their business and connect with, to the global platforms, because we find there are a lot of women who have been very experienced and qualified, but they don't have the proper platform, neither the connection or neither the source of how to grow themselves. So when we formed this club, we got a lot of entrepreneurs like you, who've been maybe working somewhere and try to do something by themselves, and or maybe somebody who's like at home and have a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, but not getting proper kind of connection and platform to find their actual potential, where they can go so
Yeah,
far.
I think it's an amazing idea,
Yeah,
and I'm
means-
really grateful also to be here today.
Yes.
So it's really important actually to give this platform, right?
Yeah,
Because
basically when we formed in Singapore, then gradually we connected between Singapore, China, Vietnam, Cambodia. So we've been having, various different city and different female entrepreneurs who've been connecting with this. So maybe on 25th April, you'll find we have been having almost many guests who's been traveling from different countries to just participate in this award show, where we've been recognizing the women who have been doing various different kind of business they've been running, and they've been successful women. So we're just taking this small initiative to, giving some kind of light on their work and their life, the kind of journey they haven't lived. So it's just a small initiative by my club to do something for this women.
very, very good. Yeah. It's nice.
And even during this special period in Singapore and now the cross world, so we thought, there's a special period, so nothing should stop. So we should do something more special. So we come up with this kind of concept. Let's give a positive message to people to be protective and be safe wherever they are.
Yeah.
And still we have, it's just a time which will go on, of course, and people will come out with this. So it's a good initiative like we have taken for people to be happy, no matter what time it is.
Yeah.
This too,
And
this
life
too
goes
shall
on,
pass.
right?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
this too will pass on.
Yes.
So this is
I
just
think we always need to make an opportunity out of a
Exactly.
challenge.
yeah.
So it's really like this.
So mine is, it's a special time. We have to take a special efforts to cross
Correct.
this.
Correct.
Now, of course, we will pass on this, sure.
Yeah. Any more
Yes, we
new
have.
people?
Yes, we have a lot of new people who's been joining us. We have Kavita who has joined us. Say hi to Kavita.
Hello, Savita.
Good, that's nice. Okay. Thank you so much, Isabelle, again for joining us tonight on your live session. And it was really nice to learn this your easy belly dance, which looks very easy to me, but I know it's difficult. Though I've been learned from you a lot of my few classes I haven't learned from you, I think, but it was quite nice. It's quite energetic and it's something very nice. And thank you so much again for coming here. And doing this. And I think we'll be seeing you next in my show where I'll be performing.
Sure, yeah. So really looking forward to
Yes, same here.
that. The troupe too. And thank you for giving this opportunity to be here today.
It's pleasure, mine pleasure.
Yeah. really, really good. And thank you all for joining us tonight.
Yes, I would like to say thank yous to all the viewers who's been joining us tonight and giving us so much love and attention. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.